こんにちは、こんばんは、ベベです。孵化した発射シーン、アトランティック急行に乗ってフォンテイン未来技術者に向かう旅路です。急行列車だとありがたいわけですが。
Whoa there! Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
そんなわけもなく、驚異のブレーキ性能を見せるアトランティック急行。
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
軽薄なシンクレアさんのアドバイスに従ってインフェルノのプラスミドを入手しに行きます。シンクレアさんはどこにいるんでしょうか。彼も私のカメラ見えてるのかな。もっと直接助けてくれてもいいと思うんですが。
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
ラムちゃんはエレノアをリーダーにするつもりなのかな。ラムちゃんの理想は一体。
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
私はアルファシリーズか。科学力はともかくエレノアも特別なのか。シンクレアは知った風だったな。この強そうな武器欲しいですよ。ダメみたいですね。
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here coo with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
ライアン信仰されてるのかされてないのか。ハッキングはちょっとだけならいいんだけどな。楽しくはない。
Dirty angel. Dirty hair. Dirty hair.
リトルシスター。
Can I come out to
当然
play
ビッグ
again,
ダディの
Mr.
声。
B?
これがチケット。
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
帰り道恒例のスプライサー。ドリルは強い。そしてマシンガン手に入れられる。強いかな。試しに行かないとな。とにかく遊園地に行きましょう。これだけ荒廃してるのにきちんとチケットが必要とは。地上への旅、ジャーニー・トゥ・ザ・サーフェス。ラプチャーから見れば 地上こそ異界か。
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please enjoy the park.
今のアナウンスをライアンが録音してる姿を想像するとなかなか笑える。動くのが速くなるヨトニックをもらえた。変わったかな、ちょっとわからないが医師としよう。
Andrew Ryan wakes one night while cruising the Atlantic in his steamliner, the Olympian. His sleep interrupted with a singular purpose. Here he
ライ
shouts
ア
to
ンの
his crewmen
ラ
as
プ
he
チャーの
wipes
成
sleep
功
from his
物語
eyes.
が
Full
この
stop.
博物館の
We
出し物
begin
みたいです
filming
ね。
here.
なかなか興味深いところですが、今は先を急ぎましょうかね。
I love the kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down off that exhibit, and I told you, spit out that gum! You'll choke! The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you!
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
ニーナいいやつだな。
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other
嫌わ
children
れてるのにどう
because
やっ
they're
て。
being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
それはスプライサー。それともプレゼントはドリル強化。ドリルがメジャーだったのかな。
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
たとえの出世わさで下世話さを強調する男。ダディ同士で忍びないが恐縮だがシスターを譲ってくれないか。マシンガン強いようなそうでもないような。ダディもハッキングできればいいんだけどな。
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
おう、変わり身の早いシスター。嫌いじゃない。肩に乗せてると寝れないのか。
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
なるほど。
Ryan was wrong. To hand sufficient power to any individual is to create a tyrant. We must therefore eradicate tyranny at the genetic level. To end sin
I
itself
found
つ
one
い
of
聞
those
き始め
children
ちゃっ
at
た。
last.
is the family.
Filthy
このお
dress,
父さんも
all alone.
どうやらリトルシスターたちを見つけたみたい。
Praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that
さら
took
につい
Cindy
買い物を
jumped
し
me,
てしまう
shrieking like
私。
an animal.
I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her, now more than ever.
シンディと会えたりするかな。
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
ワクワクトラックタイムですね。頑張って仕掛けていきます。セキュリティボットも手なずけました。こんなところでしょうか。
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
ふむ。
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
それは分かってる。マシンガンの威力はさすがにあるね。もっとトラックのある方から来てくれるかな。階段飛び降りは反則。終わったみたいみたいで、抱っこ抱っこ。手間だけ
Now
ど。
you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
足らないって本当はそれくらい持ってるんじゃないのかね。
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, and 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
1959年の大晦日、ラプチャー内戦の火蓋が落とされた日。わわわわわ、古典的なことをしよってからに。
Of his own, but the parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are a state. We are gone. We demand our share.
地上への旅というアトラクションはつまりライアンの理解するところの地上世界の不条理を解くものなのだな。さてアダムはどこかな。どうやらタレットがあるので華麗にハッキングを華麗にサクッとたやすく簡単に解除できました。よしよし、あそこに転がってるのがフレッシュくんですね。
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop, surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all. But I got a plan. Gotta fix up the transport sub that's been rusted in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
内戦が始まって立てこもったのか。ニーナと子供たちはどうなったのだろうか。とりあえず今はアダム採集の準備をしよう。トラックリベットを設置祭り。さてこんなもんで待ち受けましょうか。
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
ラムちゃんの言ってることとやってることがよくわからないよ。ほらほらほら、 わりましたか？
I'm always safe with Daddy.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
詳しいねシンクレア。アトラスバリに詳しいね。
Rapture is a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor, it is our task to answer.
エレノアに教えていたのかな今のは。
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or
考
hers.
えるまでもないよ。ダディとはそういうものだよ。この子はシンディではなかったのかな。
入りよ。
なでなで。
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough Adam now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
大丈夫かなこの子。
I met with Sinclair today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what? And he flashes me these $1,000 Steinman teeth saying this job will, quote, change history. End quote.
やっぱりちゃんと悪いやっこだな。
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan. So today, I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight,
そっ
I'm
ちゃんよ。
shaving my whole
そしたらフォン
stupid
テイン
head.
になっちゃうよ。
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy and rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare,
弱々しいななんか。
truly respond to this. Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
地上への同型を捨てるのには機能してるわけだ。
I've got a little dating tip for you, Jimbo. It'll get you out of that lonely hearts club for good. This scheme works 100% of the time, guaranteed. First, find some Betty and
ちょっ
take
と
her
待
to
って。
Ryan
遊園
Amusement.
地に連れて行くのがハードルじゃないですかね。ロンリーハートクラブなめんな。
I ain't kidding around. Then, You buy her a ticket on Journey to the Surface. As soon as you hit that first scare, bingo! Tunnel of love.
ざれ言はほどほどにして、いい加減インフェルノを手に入れに行かないと。
Everything you touch turns to shit.
ヘッドショットできるかな。多分無理だな。
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood. Rapture is a body, Delta. I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
もっとわかる感じでお願いしますよ、ラムちゃん。あ、ビッグシスター。ラプチャー、海の底にまで来たのに、ライアン。
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pairs, connected by a love that kills.
ダディって呼んだのが先だったのか。親子の絆をどうやってるのかな。さて、ようやくインフェルノを手に入れることができますね。
Light up enemies to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
残り2つもちょうど買えるので買っておこう。
Congratulations on your recent purchase of the incinerate plasma.
インフェルノを手に入れたので、凍ってるところを溶かしたりもできるわけです。あとはアトランティック急行に戻るだけですね。ということを、先ほどのビッグシスターが許してくれないわけです。初戦ではスタボロでしたが、今ならどっちもプラスミドや武器が増えただけでリベンジを果たしたい。ヘビーリベット、近距離で当てるとなかなか。あと少しというところで、しかしあと一歩やれる。やったぜ。それこそ何の恨みもないが、すまんな。
Holy
シスタ
Moses,
ーはアダ
son.
ムを持って
Not
る。
even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this two-bit carny ride.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved, and now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing at the limbo room, came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone, and I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
グレース、ホロウェイは反ライアンソング歌手だったわけか。さて、 アトランティック急行の氷を溶かさないといけないが、よしよし。
Outstanding sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
シンクレア一緒に乗るのか。出てきたな。
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid. We're going places.
ジャケット着ない派なんだな。
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
あんたもやってくれよ。盛大なお見送りというほどの人数ではないか。これでスプライサーが100人くらい来たら、それはそれで壮観だな。っていうかシンクレア売ってるのか。ここにはいないのかよシンクレア。生意気にも客車に隠れてるってことか。シンクレアがいた警備室、もうちょっと見ていこうか。
Andrew Ryan. He reckoned the free market was some kind of holy spirit gonna lead us all over the rainbow. And I reckon it's a big fat hooker too dim to spot a wooden nickel. So old Andy went and became his own ghost, and I whittled nickels till I made a mint.
ライアンは正しすぎたんだよな。ようやく列車を動かせるぞといったところで今回はここまでにします。次回もよろしくお願いします。恐縮だがチャンネル登録をしておいてくれないか。